I want to also talk about Harry Maguire. Now that he's returned to his former haunting ground today, and he was booed by the English fans. I'm sure you both saw this in the news or you're watching it on the live broadcast. It was criticised at the fact that, well, rather the fans were criticised for booing him. Where do you stand on this, Sharpe? Because he's not the first player to have been booed, and I doubt he's ever going to be the last. It seems to be part and parcel when you're a Manchester United player, in particular, because of the size of the club.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit harsh. You know, I think he's played for England and reached a semi-final and a final of huge tournaments. He's been fantastic for Manchester United. I think not only him, but I think a few of the English players that have come back from England duty in the summer have struggled this season. They get back a bit later than the others. They don't quite get the pre-season that the others get. And then the team's not playing well. It's not just him that's not playing well. It's the whole team that's not really produced the form that they were looking for. And he's been singled out. He's made some pretty poor mistakes over the last few months for his club. But it just goes to show how fickle fans are. You know, 1 minute is the bee's knees, and the next minute they want him out. He should have his captaincy stripped of him. It's so black and white, and so much drama surrounding. But he's a good player. You know, he's shown that he can get the England squad to World Cup and European Championship finals and semi-finals. He proved a couple of seasons before that he was good enough for United, and I think he'll come back again. He's suffered with a couple of injuries. Obviously, come back training a bit late after the England call-up. Lack of confidence, the team not playing well, it all adds up, and he's the captain, so he gets the brunt of it. And I'm sure Harry Maguire will come through this and prove how good a player he is. Gets
the brunt of it. I'm sure there was no pun intended there. But
I'm not that clever.
No, okay. Well, look, you brought up the fact that he is a good player, and you're right, he has achieved a lot with England. However, he's also the captain of Manchester United. Now, those can be two very separate things. You can be an outstanding player. Sharpe, you an outstanding player, but could you have been as good a captain as a Roy Keane or Brian Robson? With all due respect, probably not. Those are legends in terms of being captains of their club. Do you think that Harry Maguire himself is a good captain, though? I'm not talking about his playing skills. I'm just focusing on his leadership ability on the pitch.
I think he is. I think he's a leader in the dressing room. I think there's been a lot of unrest and turmoil, I think, at Old Trafford over the last 12, 18 months. You know, longer than that, even since Sir Alex has gone. You know, you've got a caretaker manager come in. You've got a manager that was a caretaker manager in Ollie and then got a full-time job, did quite well, and then started to crumble a little bit. And there's another change of manager. This manager's a temporary manager who's going at the end of the season. There's another manager coming in for the start of next season. So right from the top down, Manchester United has been in a bit of a mess for the last few years. And I think if you're going to keep a bit of consistency, the back four and the goalkeeper is generally where you try and keep it. And I think he's a good captain. I think he's a good leader. I think he's good for the team, good for the club. And I think he'll go from strength to strength once he comes through this. I think if the fans can stick with him and back him, I believe they gave him a good cheer when he got off the bus today, with your help. I see him getting through it and being stronger for it.
Today, visiting his former club, Runty, I mean, it's a good chance to assess how the move has gone, really. It's been a few years since he joined Manchester United. It was a big summer. I think that was when Wan-Bissaka joined as well, so a lot of cash was spent. But who do you feel, honestly, got the better end of the deal? £80 million for Harry Maguire. Was it Leicester or Manchester United? Because I'm looking at your mate, Johnny Evans, coming in, and he's performed exceptionally well when he's been fit.
Look, I think obviously £80 million for a centre back's a lot of money, you know. Like, and some transfers nowadays in football are extortionate. Like, is any player really worth 80 million quid? Like, you know, it's hard to say, isn't it? You know, obviously you compare him to Johnny, who Leicester picked up for a snip. I think it was 5 or 6 million quid. You know, but he's a young English centre half, captain of his country.
He's 29, Runty. He's 29 already. He's not 25, 26, hitting his prime.
No, I get that, and he's worked his way up as well through, you know, Sheffield United, Hull, and he's done the hard yards when he's younger as well. You know, he's worked hard to get to where he is. There is a lot of pressure on him. You know, he's captain of a big club. He's captain, obviously, England as well, and I don't know. It's hard to say. Look, I think when somebody comes in and offers Leicester 80 million quid for a centre half, they snap their hand off. You know, I think from their point of view, they probably got a great deal. You know, obviously, like Sharpe said, he's had a few tough times this season off the back of the tournament last year. He probably hasn't hit the heights that he would like to, but you know, he's proved before that he can be one of the best centre backs in the league. You know, he's just obviously a bit low on confidence this season.
Yeah.